Hello and welcome to another update video here about Ethereum. So yeah, we don't really know much more. We are still in this sideways movement. In the previous videos I explained in detail the different possibilities. Maybe just a quick recap what I currently have on the chart here at the moment. From the low at 880 we can currently assume that yeah, we saw wave 1 here, an impulse, a correction here in a wave 2. We moved up in a 3, we came down in a 4, and then either this was already the wave 5 and we finished an impulse and we are now in a correction in a wave 2, yeah, from here, from the high at 17, where was that, around 1780, or we, and this would then be a wave A, an overshooting wave B and a wave C down, where somewhere here we would complete that correction and could move up in a new impulse. I find that is the less likely option. The more preferred option for me would be that this was a wave 1, this a wave 2, this was the 3, this was the 4, and all of this was then the wave 5 to the high of around 2020. And then as you can see it indicated on the chart, we came down in a wave A now, which is a 5-wave move. We moved up in a wave B. That is not happened yet, so that would be one of the next steps, the move up in a wave B, and we would then come down in a wave C eventually in this target area, which is between 1230 and 1440. So of course we could also drop a little bit more, that would be a wave 2, but ideally in any bullish scenario I would not want the price to go below 1280, well here as a maximum $1230, yeah. Ideally we need to hold this level because that is an important structural support. It is the wave 1 high, we want to hold that. Of course also possible the bearish possibility where all of this would be a correction. We can count it like that as well. Unfortunately it's not a very clear impulse until here. Until the wave 3 high it looks very much like that, yeah, and here it then gets a bit tricky. Okay, so it's a bit ambiguous, this wave 5, therefore it is unfortunately not a very clear picture, and therefore various possibilities are we need to be considered here, and best to allow for all options at the moment. As I said, if this is a correction to the upside, we will go lower and make a lower low below $880. Currently not the preferred option. I only see this with a probability of 35% against 65% for the bullish options. Then if we zoom in here, this is still the very short term. Maybe I'll go to the 1 hour chart, and on the 1 hour chart we can see that we still have a few options here. Again, the most imminent option that makes for me most sense, no, I didn't want to do that, that makes most sense for me is the triangle option. I discussed that as well in the Bitcoin video and discussed that in the previous Ethereum video. Currently we're adhering very nicely still to it and actually followed the waves that were on the chart here quite nicely. So in the triangle option, the wave 4 is not finished yet, the wave 4 retracement. We basically from that high at $2020 came down in so far 3 waves. The wave 4 would still be unfolding. The wave 4 would unfold as a sideways triangle here, and that consists of waves A, B, C, D, E. Each of these is a corrective wave, and it could very well be that we are now in the wave E and come down afterwards. Yeah, after the wave E you would see an impulsive wave to the downside. In my opinion we see one more dip, and then that would hopefully finish off, for now at least, the local correction. A local bottom could then be in. Ideal target for that would be between 1440 and 1465. If we go any lower than 1440 it would suggest something more bearish is going on, about which I would then update you as soon as we can see it in the chart. For now I will consider that it should be complete at 1440, but of course no guarantee. That would be by this scenario. And then here, yeah, from the triangle we would expect a 5-wave move to the downside. And if we take a look at this, yeah, I mean the triangle can unfold, it can take longer, and that for me is basically a confirmation that a wave 4 is happening here, because in a wave 4 you often get triangles, and a wave 4 can be very boring, very long, and this has now been taking place for a couple of days, yeah. So unusual, yeah, after, well, not unusual, but if you take a look how strong basically and how volatile this price action to the downside was, you can now see a little bit of a breathing space here, sideways movement, which is important in markets as well to calm everybody down again. But this is sort of, you already see that some people get bored, you know, it's what it is, and that can often be a wave 4. And after that I would expect, as I said, a wave 5 to the downside. Now when would I consider that the bottom is already in without making that lower low? That would be if we move up impulsively above 1730. yeah, an impulsive move above that area would for me confirm that the bottom was already in here. So I'll keep you updated about Ethereum. I'll keep up another update later, yeah, about Ethereum. Keep you up to date. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.